I was driving around Highland, Florida, get some chicken feed, some more things, and I was thinking about all the stuff that happened to me over the years with narcissistic abuse. Oh my goodness, I was ruminating. Ruminate over and over and over and over and over and over again in my head. That's a common theme when you go through narcissistic abuse, because you're trauma bonded and, you know, just totally gaslit, triangulated. You don't know up from down, left to right. You don't know what's going on half the time. So you're basically just like a ping pong ball of emotions that go back and forth. And it's really hard on you. It's hard on your brain, and you get depression very easily that way. You don't want to have depression. You don't want to be anxiety ridden, but you can't help it because you've had all this abuse over the years, and you've had so much psychological warfare on your brain that it just never ends. It takes a lot of work to break free from the chains of this abuse, because it goes on different levels that most people don't even see. You're going up against people that look like, from the outside, if you were a stranger, you'd be like, oh wow, they're such a nice person. They're so personable and nice and accommodating, and they don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I've had many times where people have come up to me and say, oh, you look like the perfect couple, you must be so happy. Or when I was with a family, oh, you look like the perfect family. I've literally had people come up to me, you know, with my ex-husband and my children. I was right in the middle of getting divorced and eating out, and I had two different people come up to me and say, wow, it's so nice to see a nice, happy family. So I just want to let you know, yes, I'm really good about making my children be polite and nice. That is true. But I just want to let you know, they're good at putting on shows. The outsiders will think that, yeah, the perfect, like 1950s style family, you know, and then behind closed doors at home, you're just getting hammered with abuse, you know, like not good enough. Everything is just miserable. You know, they'll come home from work, nothing is good. Nothing you can do is good enough. And you'll go through that for years, and people don't even know. They don't even know what you're going through, or do they even care? Because in this world, a lot of times people just go by appearances. It's really hard. It's really hard to get gaslit all the time. But that's the control of a narcissist. That's the trauma bond. That's to keep you down, keep you under them, under their control. So it's hard, and I understand what you are going through if you are in it right now. I understand your predicament. It took me so many years to get out. I mean, looking back on it, there was so many times that I should have been out sooner than I did get out in all of my relationships. And I feel like, kind of like I lost out on a lot of happiness and time. I feel like I wasted a lot of time. Feeling like that, it doesn't make you feel good, because you could have done a lot of other things. You could have gone out with other people that made you happy. You could be alone and doing all the things that you love and not being controlled by a narcissist. I mean, I missed out on a lot of different things. Now, after I got out, I do whatever I want, whenever I want. A lot of people are like, well, didn't you have more money when you were married, and weren't you happier that way? Monetarily, yeah, I was a lot better off. But you know what? I always say this, and I'll keep on saying this. I will live in my car and be homeless before I stay in the presence of an abusive narcissist ever again. My freedom and my happiness and my mental welfare are way more important than money. Money is money. You know, your health is your wealth. Your mental health, your physical health. And a narcissist will make you sick. Mentally ill and physically ill. I feel much better than I'm out. And I'm happy. I'm alone. I'm happy. I'm doing so many different things now. And it's amazing. I do whatever I want. And I'm very happy about that. I hope that one day you'll be happy. If you're out of the narcissistic abuse at this time and you're just getting out, it's going to be hard. You're going to have flashbacks. You're going to miss your narcissist because they trauma bonded you so much that you feel like it's kind of like getting off alcohol or drugs. You know, it's an addiction. It's an addiction of the honeymoon stage, the devaluing and discarding round and around circle. I can remember when I got out of my last relationship, I was sitting in the backyard and I was listening to some music. And I literally said to myself, and this is the first time, I said, wow, it's really quiet. It's really kind of blah. It's kind of boring. It's because I was in the up and down yo-yo cycle of this just sociopathic, narcissistic behavior. I mean, it was consuming. It was all consuming of my entire life. To the point, like, when it was gone, it was like there was just like this void of nothing. And that was bad. But, you know, it didn't take me long to figure out what was going on, and I got therapy for it. And now I go every day, you know, like, what do I want to do? Some days I don't want to do anything except, you know, relax. So a lot of times I'm with my animals. I'm not a big social going out kind of person, but sometimes I'll go out, see a band. And it takes a while to get back into swing of things. And Lord knows, whatever you do after you get out of one of these relationships, do not attempt to jump into another relationship. Because more than likely you'll get with another one just like the last. So make sure you're healed before you go out again. Because those narcissists are really rampant. And there's so many right now. It's just like, wow. There are so many. And they love people like me. They love people like me. So just be aware of that. And I'm going to have a good weekend. I'm planning on doing some more gardening, going out with my foal for the weekend, and maybe going to the flea market or something like that, and looking at some records and getting some good produce. That's about on my agenda this weekend. And just continuing on my meditation and working on me. Lots of love to you from Florida. Have a great weekend. Cheers. And don't forget, I always pray for everyone in narcissistic abuse. Every night I say a prayer for you all, because I know you can get out. You're stronger than you think. Cheers.